Okay, now, civil engineering is the biggest aspect of engineering. Every other aspect or division of engineering is related to the core body, which is civil engineering. Now, as a civil engineer, we are multifaceted. We have a lot of division. We have highway and transportation in civil engineering. We have geotechnical civil engineering, which has to be the soil, the strata. We have also structural engineers, which is also an aspect of civil engineering, and so many more. So now talking about technology means the advancement. Well, in 2025, a lot has changed. It's not business as usual anymore. AI, like you said, has interwoven and has advanced into what we all do. So indirectly, you're asking me that as civil engineers, how do we incorporate technology, new advancements into what we do? Now, I'm saying that yes, every civil engineer now knows about AutoCAD design using structures. We use Proteus structures for our design. We use, there's this new software that we call project management software for those that are doing project management. For instance, the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers is collaborating with Protea and Engineering Resource Academy to put together a free training teaching us about civil engineering project management software. You know, that's also part of technology. There is AI now and machine learning that we need to be able to incorporate machine learning and AI into our technology. Most importantly, there's BIM, which you call Building Information Modeling. Now, on this project, for instance, BIM talks about collaborating what we do, what the output comes out technologically in such a way that every presentation that you do, either to your clients or to prospective customers, if you're in real estate development, for instance, they get to walk through the building and see what it really looks like. You know, they do a model and then we're walking through, this is the living room, these are the chairs, these are the tables, this is where you sit, and then this is how you link into the bedroom. It's a new technology. It is a wow technology because it gives you real life, real time assessment of the finishing of the output. We have GIS, which is Geographical Information Systems as well, which we use for foundational learning, we use for geotechnical design, we use for our infrastructure as well. So there's so much to learn. There's so much happening. Artificial intelligence is now a worldwide trend, even in civil engineering. You must be able to think and ask yourself, this structure, what will it look like in another 5 years? What can I do better? What is the world out there learning? We're saying now that our young generation needs apartment to stay. When you graduate and you want to leave your parents, you should have a one-bedroom self-contained apartment that is suitable for you to work. Have a workstation there, be able to have a mini kitchenette, have a bed, something that makes it real. That is where the world is going now. But apart from that, as an AI way of thinking, we're saying the elderly ones, the more matured ones, the above 60, 70, what do they need to provide in such a way that they have an apartment that is conducive? We're saying, should they have a lift or should they be able to take the staircases? At that time, at that age, you might not be able to take staircases anymore. So we're looking at, there's this wheelchair monitor that you just climb on it and you just ride it and it takes you to the next floor seamlessly. So it's all about thinking AI, thinking what we can do better, bringing technology into construction, bringing technology into advancement of engineering. Every sector of engineering, not just civil, we have the electrical, we have the mechanical engineers. All those ones are entangled into civil. Because, for instance, we can't build a house without having the complete set of engineering come together. We can't also build a road infrastructure and not have street lighting and not design for drainages in such a way that when it rains, there are flood drains that captures the rainwater and it just goes and it disperses on the ground into the sea. There's so much that we need to do. People are doing solar lighting now in such a way that if there is no power, you can take the backup power and light comes on automatically. In our environment, we're doing CCTVs everywhere as a security network to monitor who goes in, who goes out of our apartment. Now there's the technology that when you come to your apartment, you have a keynote that recognizes your face and said, "Welcome, Lola Adetona," and opens the door. And I come in and immediately the light comes on and then the music comes on and then the TV comes on. It's all technology and it's the way to go. And civil engineering, I must say, is interwoven, networking and collaborating with everybody in this aspect of technology.
Yeah, what was the main advantages of these modern technologies and civil engineering, especially when you look at infrastructural development of Nigeria?
Are you talking infrastructure or building? Let's take it building. Now, when you leave this country and go out, we get to go to a place where everything seems to be working perfectly. When it rains in another 1-2 hours, the roads are empty, there is no flooding anywhere, rainwater is being collected individually into different houses, there is always power, the road, there are no bumps there, the houses are maintenance free, sort of. How can we, the big giant of Africa, not have something similar to those kind of technologies? Why are we having flooding on our driveways when it rains? Why are we having buildings still collapsing in Nigeria? What are we doing differently? We need to do preparing for the future. In another 5 years, what will Nigeria be saying? We will still be crying that NEPA took power in my life? Of course not. Will we be saying that petrol is now 2,000 per liter? No. We're using now CNG vehicles, and all the mobile filling stations sell CNG gases for all the vehicles. You can convert your vehicles now. So it's reducing the prices of petroleum and it is helping us to get better. Now there are generators on CNG. So you don't even need to buy petrol for your generators anymore. So we're getting better. We're revolving with what the world is happening. Infrastructure, yes. Now we're having concrete rigid pavement in such a way that you can drive seamlessly on that. So have you tried going through the coastal road? It's a seamless, beautiful ride. No bumps anywhere. The drainages are being placed so that when it rains, gradually by gentle gradient, water flows down the sides into the drain.
What are these modern techs that are being used in these areas?
Now, the modern technologies for these areas, we're using BIM. That is Building Information Systems. They're looking at rigid pavement. Now we are doing concrete pavement, which is rigid. We have reinforcements underneath to a specific design. We have infrastructure geniuses. Public Works is the yes engineer at Janoku is the GM, and he's doing a perfect work. I was just driving around now at Baghdad and I found out that all the roads have been resurfaced, clean asphaltic road, and when it rains, it just takes a gentle gradient and goes to the drain. This is making everybody happy. It's making us comfortable. It's making us feel that we can even drive in the night seamlessly. And I want to believe that this is the way we should go for Nigeria. Things should get better. And that is what we stand for as civil engineers. All the roads now have street lights. Most of the street lights have solar panels on top of them. So that since we have very good energy strength in Nigeria, in the daytime it's collecting energy, in the night it's coming out shining brighter. Are we taking Third Mainland Bridge in the night? The traffic is reduced. There is power on the Third Mainland. It's a good driveway. And I think by that we're adding value to the lives of residents in Lagos, in Nigeria as a whole.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Now I'm welcoming you to AM Realties. We're real estate mogul and we are all professionals. The chairman is a civil registered engineer. I am the MD. I'm a registered civil engineer. We have structural engineers as our designs. We have all our members as certified stakeholders. Take a look at this. This is what we're building here right now. And this is called Brooks End Estate. We have 1-bedroom serviced apartment. We have 2-bedroom serviced apartment. And we have 3-bedroom. Now, the 1-bedroom we have designed for young entrepreneurs, young fresh graduates that want to manage their lives without being too expensive. Do you know what I talked about? That you're a fresh graduate, you want to leave the home, you don't want to be with your parents anymore, you want to be yourself, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want a workstation on the side, you want a small kitchen cabinet, you want a bed that you can stay. That is what we do in the 1-bedroom apartment, and then the 2 and then the 3. So we're doing so much. Our foundation is pile. Presently, we're doing the pile caps now. We drilled about 256 concrete piles. The diameter is 600 mm, and the depth, we had to do a geotechnical survey to determine the depth, and we got to about 25 meters. Now we're finished piling. Presently, we're doing the pile caps. We have about 32 pile caps. Even our lift shaft is on a big pile cap that has 32 numbers piles. We've done the pile caps. Now we have started working on our columns. Our columns are 4 meters because we need very good headroom. Our ground floor has car park areas and service area and facility manager's office. And then from the first floor, which is our ground floor, is where we have the services. And do you believe that we also have a swimming pool right in the middle of Adetona? Now our swimming pool is also sitting on design pile caps in such a way that even our driveway, everything is suspended. Nothing is resting directly on the floor. From the pile cap, we have our columns, we have our driveway, we have our car park, and it's really an asset to all stakeholders to take advantage of. So I welcome you to Brooks End Estate. Thank you.